Hello students, today I am going to discuss the topic operations on graphs. There are several operations that can be performed on the graphs. So the main important operations that can be performed on the graphs are, the first one is union operation. The second one is intersection operation. And the third one is sum operation. And the fourth one is ring sum operation. And finally, the fifth one is complement operation. Okay, so these are the main important operations that can be performed on the graphs. So coming to the first one, that is union operation. So I am writing the definition of union operation. So consider two graphs. Consider two graphs. So one is G1. In G1 we are having V1 comma E1. It means the set of all vertices and the set of all edges. And G2. And G2 also, in G2 also we are having set of all vertices and the set of all edges. Then the union of two graphs, G1 comma G2 is denoted by G1 union G2, is denoted by G1 union U2 and is defined as G1 union G2 is equal to, so this is the set of V1 union V2 comma E1 union E2. Okay, so I am defined the union of two graphs in this way. So it means we have to combine both the vertices set and the edges set in the graphs G1 and G2 to get the graph G1 union G2. Okay, so in order to understand this definition, I am giving you one example. So coming to example, this is first one. So here I am drawing the graph G1. So this is graph G1. Here I am naming the vertices A, B, C and D. So this is graph G1. And now I am drawing graph G2. So once again I am naming the vertices in graph G2. This is B and this is D and this is E. Okay, so this is G2. Okay, now if you want to draw the graph G1 union G2, the definition for G1 union G2 is, so we have to combine all the vertices in both the graphs G1 and G2 and all the edges in the graphs G1 and G2. Okay, so for that I am writing here, since we are having in G1, what is V1? It means the set of all vertices in graph 1. So we are having A comma B comma C comma D. Okay, in graph 2 we are having the vertices set. What are the vertices we are having in graph 2? We are having P comma D comma E. Okay, so now if you find the union of these two sets, we get the vertices are A comma B comma C comma D comma E. So since B comma D repeated twice in the union, we have to write only once. It means in the graph G1 union G2 there are 5 vertices present in that particular graph. Okay, so now I am representing the 5 vertices. So this is 1, 2, of course 3, 4 and 5. After that we have to represent the edges. Okay, so whatever the edges we are having in the both the graphs, those edges should be represented in the graph G1 union G2. It means, so now I am naming the vertices A, this is B, this is C and this is D, of course this is E. Now I am going to represent the edges. So in graph 1 we are having an edge in between A and B, so that we have to draw an edge in between A and B. In graph 1 we are also having an edge in between A and C, so that once again I am representing the edge in between A and C. In graph 1 we are having an edge in between B and D, so once again I am drawing an edge in between B and D, and also we are having an edge in between C and D in graph 1. Okay, after that coming to the graph 2, so in graph 2 we are having an edge in between B and D, so that is already we have represented that particular edge. Okay, so whenever edge is also repeated, we have to write it only once. Okay, so the edge between B and D is represented in graph 1, so that we need not to represent once again. After that we have to represent an edge in between B and E, so that I am representing the edge between B and E. And also we are having an edge from D to E, so that once again I am drawing an edge from D to E. So this is the graph G1 union G2. Okay, so this is the definition of union of two graphs. Okay, so coming to another example. Example 2. Once again I am going to draw a graph, another graph, that is in the form this is graph G1. Okay, so I am representing the vertices V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. Okay, so this is graph G1, right? So now I'm going to draw the second graph, that is G2. So I am representing the vertices, this is V1, this is V2 and this is V6 and this is V4 and this is V3. So, and we are having edges in between V1 and V4, V2 and V4 and V2 and V3 and V6 and V3, and also we are having an edge in between V1 and V3, V1 and V3. So this is graph G2. Okay, so these are the two graphs we have given in this particular example. Now if you want to find the union of these two graphs, first of all what we have to do is, so in V1 we are having the vertices V1 comma V2 comma V3 comma V4 comma. It means in graph 1 we are having the vertices V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. Okay, in graph G2 we are having the vertices V1 comma V2 comma V3 comma V4 and V6. Okay, right. Now if you want to find V1 union V2, it means we have to combine both the sets V1 and V2, so that we get V1 comma V2 comma V3 comma V4 comma V5 comma V6. So those elements which are repeated twice, we have to write only once. Okay, so that we here V1 repeated twice, V2 also repeated twice, V3 repeated and V4 also repeated. So those elements should be write only once. Okay, and also we are having V5 and V6. Okay, right, this is V1 union V2. It means, so the graph we are going to draw G1 union G2, in that particular graph it contains 6 vertices. Okay, so that I am representing the 6 vertices. I am representing the 6 vertices of that graph. Okay, so these are the 6 vertices. 1, 2, 3, of course 4, 5, 6. So what are the 6 vertices? This is V1, this is V2, this is V6. Since we are having V1 and V2 and also V6, so that I have represented V1, V2, V6 in upward. And in the down we are having V5, V4 and also V3. Okay, so I have represented 6 vertices. So now coming to the edges. So first we have to represent the edges in graph 1. So in between V1 and V2 we are having an edge, so that we have to write an edge from V1 to V2. Okay, after that from V2 to V3 also we are having an edge. Yes, from V2 to V3 also I am drawing an edge. From V3 to V4 also we are having an edge, so that I am representing an edge from V3 to V4. And from V5 to V4 also we are having an edge, so that I have represented that particular edge. From V1 to V5 also we are having an edge, that was also represented. From V1 to V4 also we are having an edge, so that was also represented. Now coming to the second graph. So from V1 to V2 we are having an edge, that was already represented here. From V2 to V6 we are having an edge, so that edge we have to represent V2 to V6. From V6 to V3 also we are having an edge. It means we have to draw an edge in between V6 and V3. Okay, so after that from V3 to V4, yes, that was already represented. So from V2 to V3, that was also already represented. From V3 to V1, yes, we have to represent an edge from V1 to V3. Okay, right. Next, from V2 to V4, also we are having edge in graph 2. It means we have to represent an edge from V2 to V4. Okay, so I completed all the edges in both the graphs G1 and G2. So like as vertices, if any edges repeated in both the graphs also, we have to represent it by once only. Once. Okay, so this is the graph G1 union G2. Okay, so this is G1 and this is G2. Then the union of these two graphs gives the graph this one. Okay, this is the definition of union of two graphs. So coming to the second one, that is intersection. Intersection. So write down the definition. So consider two graphs G1 V1 comma E1 and G2 V2 comma E2. Then the intersection of two graphs G1 and G2, G1 comma G2 is denoted by G is equal to G1 intersection G2 and is defined as G is equal to G1 intersection G2. This is equal to V1 intersection V2 comma E1 intersection E2. Okay, so what are the vertices we are having in common in both the graphs G1 and G2, and what are the edges in both the graphs we are having in common? Those vertices and edges are to be represented in the graph G1 intersection G2. Okay, so this is V1 intersection E2. V2 is nothing but intersection of vertices in G1 and G2. Similarly, this is intersection of edges in G1 and G2. Okay, so in order to understand this particular definition, once again, I am going to give you one example. So in the above example, example 2, once again, I am considering example 2. So here I am drawing once again that particular example. So that is, this is graph 1. Okay, this is graph 1. The vertices are V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. Okay, and in the second graph we are having, this is V1, of course this is V2 and this is V6 and this is V4 and this is V3. So this is graph G2. So this is G1 and this is G2. Okay, so now I am going to define G1 intersection G2. Okay, so if you want to define G1 intersection G2, first of all we have to write V1. What is V1? So the set of all vertices in the graph 1, we are having V1 comma V2 comma V3 comma V4 comma V5. Okay, and in V2 it means the set of all vertices in graph 2, we are having V1 comma V2 comma V3 comma V4 comma V6. Okay, now we have to find V1 intersection V2. It means intersection is nothing but we have to write only the common elements in both the sets. Okay, so we are having V1 in common comma V1 in common, so that we have to write V1. V2 also we are having in common, V3 also we are having in common, V4 also we are having in common, so that we have to write only the 4 vertices. It means in the graph G1 intersection G2, it contains 4 vertices. Okay, so that I am representing the vertices 1, 2 and 3, 4. Okay, so this is V1, this is V2, this is V3 and this is V4. So after that we have to represent the edges. So like as vertices, we have also find the edges in common. Okay, so those edges which are common in both the graphs, those edges only we have to represent in G1 intersection G2. Okay, it means, so we are having an edge from V1 to V2 in both the graphs, so that we can write an edge from V1 to V2 in G1 intersection G2. Okay, so from V2 to V3 we are having an edge in both the graphs, so that we can draw an edge from V2 to V3 in G1 intersection G2. Similarly, we are having an edge from V3 to V4 in both the graphs, so that we can represent an edge from V3 to V4 in G1 intersection G2. And also we are having an edge from V1 to V4 in both the graphs, so that we can draw an edge from V1 to V4 in intersection. Okay, so after that, so once again, if you look both the graphs, there is an edge in common from V2 to V4. In both the graphs we are having an edge from V2 to V4, so that we can draw an edge from V2 to V4. Okay, since we are not having vertex V5 and also vertex V6, so the edges incident on that particular vertices are not included in the graph G1 intersection G2. It means this is the graph G1 intersection G2. So the edges what we have drawn are the edges common in both the graphs G1 and G2. Okay, the edges which are common in both the graphs, those particular edges only we have to represent in G1 intersection G2. So these are the edges we are having in common in both the graphs G1 and G2. So this is G1 intersection G2. If you want to discuss another example, now I am going to discuss another example, that is example 2. Now I am drawing the graph G1 in this way. Okay, this is A, this is B, this is C and this is D. And this is another graph. This is A, this is B and this is C. Okay, this is graph G1 and this is graph G2. Okay, in both the graphs, the vertices which are common in both the graphs are A, B, and C. It means we have to represent the vertices A, B, and C in the intersection. Okay, I have represented A, B, and C. Now, the edges which are common in both the graphs should be represented in intersection. So in between A and B, we are having an edge in both the graphs, so that we can draw an edge from A to B also. From A to C also we are having an edge in both the graphs, so that we can draw an edge from A to C in intersection. Okay. From B to C we are having an edge in G2, but in graph 1 we are not having an edge from B to C. So that this is the graph G1 intersection G2. Okay. So the remaining edges are not common in both the graphs. So these are the two edges which are common in both the graphs. So the graph G1 intersection G2 can be represented in this way. Okay, right.